James, what time would you like it?
Good evening from Marie at Messy M Creations. I hope today finds you safe and well. And this is the first of 3 Facebook Lives I am doing this week. Today is, what are we on? We're on the 11th of May, I think, possibly. So today, Wednesday and Thursday. So I'm focusing on the hand penned suite. So starting today with cards that anyone can create, then stepping it up a little bit tomorrow with some boxes and packaging, but not going majorly fancy, so anyone can do that too. And then on Thursday, it really will be stepping it up, so you will need more supplies to do that, but just really to show you the flexibility of what we have from Stampin' Up. So what I am playing with today is on page 127 of the catalogue, and if you need a catalogue and you haven't got a regular demonstrator, please do drop me a message and I will send you out a catalogue. But on page 127 we have what are called Memories and More card packs. So they're in the hand penned range, and one pack contains all these extra pieces. So essentially these are designed for scrapbooking, but they are a fantastic way of creating cards and using these. So I mean, you can see how many bits you get, and you get these little self-adhesive bits as well. So I am going to be creating a card with this. So that pack is $9.25 for all that, and a pack of note cards and envelopes is $6.50, and that contains 20 cards and envelopes. So for $15.75 you can easily create 20 cards. Then the next card will feature the card bases, so you need a few extra little bits so with the card bases, but we'll cover that. And then I will use the stamp set and create just a real simple card, so keeping it simple today. And that does not mean it's not beautiful. So it's still beautiful. But this is the gorgeous designer series paper that comes with the suite as well. So you can always add designer series paper. So one side is floral. The other side just has plain colours. So lots and lots of flexibility with the papers too. So if you do join me, please do say hi. If you do watch on catch up because you've seen the title and you're tempted to see how you can create cards, then do say hi and let me know if you have any questions. I might just throw a bit of light onto my workspace so that I can see what I'm doing. It always helps. Can't remember everything, can we? So note cards and envelopes, you get a flat pre-scored card and the envelope. So in order to just make those scores strong, if you've got a bone folder, use a bone folder. If you haven't and you are new to crafting, just anything that you can essentially just really strengthen that score to help the card stick down. So I love Anything Is Possible is a phrase I absolutely love. I think it was Audrey Hepburn even. What she actually says is nothing is impossible, because the word itself says I'm possible. So anything is possible resonated with me. But you've got Gather Happy Moments, Always dreaming, enjoy, carpe diem. So you've got multiples of these today. So if you had someone had a birthday or something, a day in the life, be you. It'd help if it was the right way out, wouldn't it? Love grows here. We have every now and then. So you can see how some of these would be suitable for scrapbooking. And if you like scrapbooking, then this is fantastic as well. Personally, I am not a scrapbooker, but I know a lot of people are. So there's also, it's the little things, live life in full bloom. So there's lots of, what have we got there? Simple pleasures. This is the story, and they're duplicates. So you get lots of those, and then you also get these bigger ones. So life is a garden of possibilities. Oh, let's move my stickers. Currently loving everyday adventures. So, you know, you've got all sorts of things in here. Now, the other thought I did have was by taking a note card, we could just stick that on. We can add any element of these stickers, but also nothing stops you cutting out that. So, for example, I thought what might be quite nice, you know, I'm gonna be brave and say even non-crafters have scissors at home. Oh gosh, there's a second side to it. Who knew? Look. Should have cut that out. Oh, I'm cutting that out and one of those out. Oh, see, it just goes on and on. Oh, the excitement. Hadn't even turned them over. There you go. Look. Live and learn with Marie. Come to a live and find out what's on the reverse of things. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to cut out exactly. I'm going to just really roughly cut around that flower. So it does need to be a good sharp pair of scissors. I tend to use our snips, which are absolutely brilliant. And then I have a little sharpening tool as well. And I'm not going to cut the leaves out at all. But you could, of course, cut the leaves out. So just, you can see I'm not doing it particularly exactly. But what I'm thinking, and I defy anyone to not be able to make this card. Obviously you've got to have the kit and caboodle. But literally £15.75. Cool, look at that one. That's a beauty, isn't it? What a stunning look that. And then we've got here, look, we've got a little happy birthday, thinking of you. Gosh, a world of possibilities. Anyway, got distracted again. So in this one, obviously I am going to cut the leaves out, but we don't have to be absolutely exact. But I think most people love flowers. And I know everybody loves a handmade card. And this is a beautiful quality as well. So literally just, as I say, don't have to be mega exact. Just cutting around that. So we have two flowers. Like that. So all I have to do is take any tape. This sort of tear and tape is brilliant. Just literally tear a piece off. stick it down. A few pieces across. Peel that top piece off. So you just need a double-sided tape. Or a wet glue if you have glue in the house. But whatever you prefer. So I'm going to stick that fairly centrally. There's always someone that needs to know that anything's possible. I'm going to stick this one down first, so I'm just going to show a little bit of wet glue. You don't need a huge amount, and I would generally pop it in the middle so that it squidges, technical term. So I'm going to pop that one there, glue up the centre of that one, and pop that one there. So I'm going to put it the other way around to that side. And then I don't think that needs anything more in that instance. So the only thing you could potentially do, because we don't really like naked envelopes, so without a stamp, what we could do is we could, look, we'll just use one of these little black and white ones. Oh, actually we won't, because we've got a very vanilla, no we haven't, we have got a white card base. Chatting away to myself, so look, just a little bit on the front there, just so they know it's something a little bit special. I'm definitely going to do something with that, but I'm not going to do it right now, because otherwise I could be here all evening creating. I love the fact there's a whole nother side that I didn't know about. So I think that set is such fantastic value, and at £9.25 you do get so much product. Let's try and keep our workplace slightly tidy. So the other thing that you can add to this collection, and again these are £9.25. For this one I did add the ribbon, but I'll do the next one without the ribbon. So these are basically cards and envelopes, so they're all the same. I've checked the back on these ones, it's just white. But again, £9.25. So just take anything, so you know you can use anything just to score that piece. Oh, how about, that's just so gorgeous. So I'm using the same kit. We've not even got any stamps involved. So what I would like is a little sentiment perhaps to go across the top there. So let's have a look at what we have. Are these, there's backs to these as well. Oh, just got an idea. So look, just never be scared to chop things up. So right, the backs don't have sentiments, so back to the front. How about, no, that's because that's gone too blue. Every now and then it's the little things. Look, I mean, just let your mind go wild. A pair of scissors and 2 card packs, which are basically £18.50 to buy the 2. And the world's your oyster. So this is the same flower that's on the card. So basically what I can do is just cut that out, layer it on top, and you sort of create a little 3D image. Again, doesn't have to be overly accurate. Don't get into a doing it over neatly. So definitely anyone can do this. Well, if you can hold a pair of scissors and you can hold a bit of glue, let's caveat that, shall we? Before someone says, my 3-month-old can't do it. It's just relaxing, just a bit of creativity. So there you go, you see might just cut that slightly neater around there. Because that doesn't even have to... I might add that and cut. Doesn't have to be exact. And then I'm going to cut out this as well. So I'm going to cut into the inner to give a white edge and see how that looks. So yeah, this set, we've not even been near the stamp set yet. Look how excited I've got. School holiday kit. Taken away on a holiday kit. Oh, just how fantastic is that? Look, it's almost a travesty, isn't it, to cover that up, but we just have to accept these beautiful things. We have to use them, otherwise nobody else gets to appreciate them. I could admire these at home and not want to cover one side up, but that's not going to help anyone, is it? So I'm going to do that slightly off centre, so those edges are slightly over the edge of the card. But where you lay it out is entirely up to you. It's just a little bit of inspiration, and I think the most important thing is having a little bit of quiet time and just letting your imagination run wild. See, who wouldn't love to have that card? It's the little things, as they say. And the other thing that we could add, just to step it up a teeny bit, because everybody loves a bit of bling, so you could add a little pack of bling. You get lots of bling. Excuse my husband shutting the front door. Where shall I? I'm gonna pop them in that corner, just too close together. I think a pack of these is, I think, £4.75. Don't quote me on that one. So there we go. There's the 2 cards. As I say, that's the one that I did previously. This was cut from the Designer Series paper, and obviously I added the in colour ribbon. But these envelopes are absolutely beautiful as well. So you don't need to add anything to the envelope because they've already added the excitement to the envelope. Do we want to stick anything else to that, or should we leave it? There is a point where you go a little bit too far. Let's stop there before we go too far. So there you go, 2 cards. So it's £6.50 for the note cards and envelopes. I actually think I did that on a very vanilla rather than white. But anyway, of no consequence. Oh no, I didn't. Just talking away to myself now. So there we go. 2 cards from the Memories and More packs. Easy for me to say. So for the last one, I am going to introduce the stamp set. So this is our hand-penned stamp set. So we'll take our card base. Now in order to stamp it, I am going to fold it out. And then obviously, because we're involving stamping, we do need ink. So I'm going to take Garden Green and I'm going to do our stalks. I'm going to use this one. Stalks. Don't know what else they're called with the stems. Stems is the word, isn't it? So I'm going to place that there. So greens are fantastic for stalks. Garden green, that's a real nice green. I'm also going to use that anything is possible thing again, because it is. If it's been done before, it's possible. So block D, they're both onto the block D. Then I'm going to use one colour. So I'm going to choose Blushing Bride, I think. It's a nice pink. So what we have is an infill stamp. So this stamp essentially fits over. Now the lovely thing about hand penned is it's not exact. So it's a little bit of a kind of casual, should we call it, is it possible for a card to be casual? But what I'm going to do is just move it slightly, because what that will do is create, so I've re-inked it each time, but you get depths of colour. Then going back to my Garden Green. Oh, I've got another flower there to do. Should I do that first? That'd be sensible, wouldn't it? So there's a little infill for the flowers as well. So if you're lucky enough to have a range of colours, you can choose a range of different colours to use. And again, I'm just moving it slightly because it just creates the multiple images. Remember which one's got ink on and which one hasn't. And then, of course, I mean, you could choose to finish at that point, or the set comes with a leaf. So when we take the leaf, and again, it's not an exact fit. Sorry, deciding which way around I'm going to ink it. So stamping twice just gives us a lighter and darker image. Just be a little bit careful on that one. Because that's a slightly smaller leaf. And then I'm going to use the smaller leaf and I'm going to just put a little infill. So I'm not going to ink this whole stamp, I'm just going to infill over the top like that. Then, oh, I know, we don't want a naked inside, so lost my So I'm going to use the same ink, same stamp, but I'm not going to use the whole stamp. It's going to come off the edge. So it's just an idea of part of the stamp. So I'm not going to re-ink, I'll just do a stamp off, and then obviously that's that little bit. So don't need to ink up the whole thing. Just do a couple like that. Now we don't have naked insides and we don't have naked envelopes, so take a very vanilla envelope and do the same thing. I might ink up the bigger part of the flower, and so I'm going to put it in this bottom corner. And then the recipient knows they've got something a little bit special inside the envelope. Just add a little bit of colour. I'm going to leave the green bits, just add a little bit of colour there. So there we go. Right, I'm just going to put these inks out of the way, and then we'll show you all the cards I've done today. So we started with note cards and the Memories and More. I've managed to stick a mucky finger on there. Watch your hands. Memories and More and note cards and envelopes. Then we had the Memories and More cards and envelopes and used the Memories and More pack to create a different type of card. So essentially those two cards you could basically create with the two packs, and so the two packs together are £18.50 plus £6.50 for the cards, £25, and you would have 40 cards possibly even. Let me just double check how many. 40 cards. Can't beat it, can you? Then if you wanted to invest it, so that no stamping involved at all. Then if you had stamps and ink, you can buy the stamp set at £20 and you can create little simple cards, remembering always to decorate the inside and decorate the envelope. So hopefully that's inspired you to maybe start crafting, and tomorrow I will feature packaging from the DSP. This was one that I made earlier. This used Poppy Parade and Pale Papaya to create that card. So again, just added a bit of bling to that one, so you can easily step up a card by adding a little bit of bling, but anyone can create. So hopefully you found that useful, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow with some wrapping ideas on a Wednesday. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.